Clive Alderton is such an important person at the palace. He's been in the royal house for 20 years. He's been the king and latterly the Queen's principal private secretary for 11 years. Harry loathed him, described him as the wasp in his book Spare. I don't think Harry will be mourning the fact that he's going soon, but it is quite interesting that the timing of this announcement and the fact this is going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's all coincidental, but nevertheless, talk about going for the jugular. He went for Sir Clive in his book. He doesn't name him by name, but it's very clear to anybody, anyone familiar with the palace. He talked about the bee, the fly, and the wasp, the three courtiers he really loathed, and Sir Clive was the wasp, the man who would sort of buzz around and there'd be a sting in the tail, but you'd only notice it after he had left. He's also interesting because he was there with Charles right at the beginning of his war with the press. When Harry was summoned, he phoned his father and said, "I'm going to be suing the press," and that's when he started that litigation against the Mirror that you talked about, Roya. And he was summoned then to a lunch, and he thought he'd be having lunch with his father and his grandmother. No. And who was there to greet him? The wasp, Sir Clive. He was there, and he was there at every one of the meetings when he came. So he's always been very close to Charles, his right-hand man, in talking to Charles and advising him throughout this whole process. And to fall out with Sir Clive so spectacularly just seemed like such a bad move on Harry's part because he's so powerful.